Hey all you Tom and Jerry's, I'm Del Robin Jr. III, and this is episode number 21 of Slow to Pro, a YouTube series where I go from slow to several seconds faster per lap, but still slow. This is a league race with Zealous Racing League, which is a North American based league that races on Tuesday nights for one group and another group races on Saturday afternoons. If you'd like to find your way into this league, be sure to check the description for a link to the Discord. Today we are at Misano for a 1 hour race with 2 mandatory pit stops that both require tire changes. For those that know what they're doing, that means this race has some strategy involved, but for me it just means pit at the 20 and 40 minute markers. The start of this race felt like it was going to be something special, right up until I started doing what I usually do. We're starting in P26, dead last, because I skipped qualifying again. No sense. I know my place. And with Misano being what I consider an easier circuit paired with the skill of the drivers in this league, I wasn't afraid of any major incidents on lap 1, so I decided it was a safe bet to stay with the group. Now, I'm not saying I'm safe driving in the group, but I'm saying that the group I'm driving in is safe. Basically, if there's a bad apple in this bunch, it's me. I'm the one you gotta watch out for. Sabina and I weren't getting along in practice, and I was a little nervous she might still be in a mood. I couldn't get her to slow down. As we hit the straight here, we're up 3 places, but they don't really count because it's lap 1. One of the guys hung back on the green light, and the other 2 were a little more patient than I was. Luckily here, I was keeping an eye on that Lambo coming up alongside us in the braking zone. That could have been a disaster. And now we're racing for turn 10, which is another place that the racing line doesn't match up. You actually want to bring the car to the outside curb and swing it back in, but I can't do that. Probably because I keep staring at that green line, but I'm not ready to remove my training wheels yet. Having a good exit from turn 10 is vital because it leads to the fastest section of the circuit, so it's an easy place for me to lose a lot of time on every single lap until I figure it out. Coming up to turn 13, which is one of my favorite turns now. I used to spin out here every time, but I've gotten a little better, and it's fun now. We hit the hairpin and we got some action. The McLaren can block for a second, and that's really not helpful in a racing sim. He loses a lot of speed, sees it, stays wide, and lets me continue at my pace, which was some really impressive etiquette. I'm not so sure I would have been as smart as him in that situation, but now that I've seen him do it, I think I will be smart enough. That's called learning, Sheila. So lap 1 in the bag, we got ourselves smack dab in the middle of the slow pack, which is not where we belong. We definitely belong at the back of the slow pack. But other people are making mistakes and we're capitalizing, so here we are, trying to stay tight and tidy on the Lamborghini to see if any more positions can be gained from driver errors. As we hit turns 4 and 5, I just want you to know that I hate them, but I'd really like it if you subscribed and gave the thumbs up button, a tap or a click. Really helps the algorithm push this content to more people, and I would appreciate that. I felt like I was struggling the entire race with the brakes. I'm quick to blame my pedals since I'm using the G920 pedals, but if I try to be objective about it, yeah, it's my pedals. I'm kidding. It's almost certainly a combination of my braking, steering, and race line, and I'm not entirely convinced that a better pedal set would immediately make me a faster driver. There are people significantly faster than me with worse pedals, and if they can, I can too. Or maybe I can't, but I'm definitely going to give it the old college try because I don't quit just because things are difficult, Sheila. So even though we're still, really slow compared to the rest of this league, we're still going to stick to it, keep practicing, and hopefully stop getting lapped. For the remainder of this race, it's just me trying to keep Sabina under control and trying to hold my spot at the back of the grid. I ended up pitting early for my second stop because there was a 3-way fight for the lead coming up behind me, and I figured I might as well just use the blue flag as a chance to pit. So we ended up finishing in P23, 3 places up, so those ones from lap 1 ended up working out, and I'll take that for now, but I want more. Next week, Zealous Racing League has off, so we come back for Nürburgring on the evening of November 2nd, so I should have that video out a day or so after the race. I'll be sure to jump into an open lobby multiplayer for some content between now and then. If you've got any tips for the Nürburgring, setups, or anything to say at all, leave a comment below and I'll be sure to respond. I don't have much else to say, so I'm going to cut the video here since there's no way you could ask me to sit here watching some guy get lapped while he tries to forget about his ex-wife for the next 55 minutes. If there was some action, I would cut to it, but the only action is me chasing someone slightly faster than me for 20 minutes until I pit and lose sight of all positions in front of me. If you enjoyed anything about today's video, please consider subscribing and clicking the like button. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this installment of Slow to Pro. I'm Dale Rodman Jr. III. You guys have the kind of day you want to have.